So we're here today with Floyd Guerra, our newest Arizona drag racing legend. Floyd's kind of one of the guys that's been there, done that, helped a lot of people through the years, loves drag racing, loves the people. But we want to learn a little bit more about you. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So where were you born?
I was born in Tempe, Arizona.
Really?
Yes.
People actually have hospitals there?
Right there by Tempe High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where'd you go to high school?
Tempe High.
So what were they, the Buffaloes or what?
Buffaloes, yes.
Yeah, that's weird how I kind of.
Yeah.
High school mascots. So there weren't many of them back when I was going to high school, so a lot easier to remember. What got you? What do you remember? What got you interested in cars?
I remember. Oh my God. When I was real young in Tempe, I used to ride my bicycle around, but I used to ride by Joe Pierce's house, and he used to have the funny car bodies sitting out there all the time. And
The coolest thing you ever saw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then one day I rode by. I think I was like 8 or 9, and Lon Fassel happened to be working on the car outside, and I'm hanging on the fence and this and that. And he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" Like that. And he opened the gate. "Come on in," and invited me. And then Joe walked out. And
What a great guy.
yeah, it was like really cool. And then when I was about 11, my mom used to take me to go look at all the cars at the Contiki and in Mesa and all that other
Really?
stuff. Yes. Yeah. So then Saturday mornings she used to give me $20, take me out to Beeline. "Here you go. I'll see you at 6 o'clock in the evening." And I just used to run around Beeline all day long.
God bless her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we had a Volkswagen too. It was funny. But that's basically how I got my start. Was that basically with Joe and Ron. And
That's a great story.
yeah.
Two of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yes, they're I miss them dearly.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I started going out there. And then, like I was telling Bill, the first time I really got to work on a race car was with Fuzzy Miller. They had their body unloaded and they were working on it, and I got there early, and because my mom just dropped me off and said, "Hey, you need a hand?" The guy said, "Yeah, here, put these in." So I'm putting in some timber bolts and stuff like that, and got to hang out with them all day. Actually met the senior Maglisi, Henry Maglisi, I think it is, and met him. And then it's amazing how these people can remember who you are 10 years down the road. It's just like Ed Jones. You know, he has a fantastic memory. He can remember you forever.
It's amazing there are people like that. The best I've ever met like that is Linda Vaughn. She can remember you from 35 years ago, where she was at, what was going on. You know, and it's like, I can't remember what I had for breakfast. You know, so how does she do that? People are amazing like that, and it makes you feel good. But obviously, you left a good impression on them.
I guess.
They didn't roll their eyes when they saw you or throw
No.
things at you.
No.
So, what was your first car?
68 Camaro. Well, no, actually, my first car was a 68 four-door Nova, 3 on the tree.
The crew cab Nova.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6-cylinder in it. Yeah. It was, my mom gave it to me. So.
So how many transmissions did you blow up?
Actually, none. But I did mess up the forks on the 3 on the tree by
power shifting it.
Yes. Yeah.
Took a lot of talent to 3 on the tree to power shift that.
Oh yeah. It did. But
that was the car guy and you coming out.
Oh yeah.
So, what were then you moved on from that? So you had a 68 Camaro?
Yes, yeah.
When did that come along? Was your next car, or was that
like
down the
when I
road?
was 17, 18 years old, right around there. Yeah, I had a Camaro.
And what kind of trouble did you get in with that?
Not much, because it was always giving me trouble. I had a tonal ram on it and stuff like that. And it just wasn't real street friendly. But I did drive it around a little bit, and try not to get in too much trouble with it.
So, the next question would be, when was your first pass on the drag strip?
Oh God, high school drags at Beeline Dragway.
About what year was that? You remember?
I can't remember. I remember it was a madhouse out there. But
Well, it had to be before '84.
Yes.
Or, yeah, '82 or '84.
Yeah. Yeah, the high school drags, first pass. It was in my friend's, I think it was a Fairlane with a 390 in it and a 3-speed, and yeah, it was fun. I actually won a couple rounds that day. So
Way to go.
Yeah, it was fun.
So when did you take the Camaro out?
I took it out one time and promptly spun a bearing in it, so kind of.
That's the reason why you couldn't really get in trouble with it.
Yeah.
Because it gave you trouble. Okay.
Yes, all the time. Yeah, it was a small journal, 327, and yeah, it was very temperamental.
So when you work with Joe and Ron on their funny car,
Mm-hmm.
did you have a chance to travel much with them?
Yeah, actually, went to Orange County, Armadale one time. Got to do the Tucson thing. You know, yeah, did a few trips with them, and it was awesome. Because, you know, when you're a kid that small, and then you see the people that you see in the magazine at the drag strip, and they actually talk to you sometimes, it's like, wow, okay, you know.
The first person that you. Sometimes they always warn you never want to meet your heroes, though.
No, oh no, I have nothing but good things. You know, it was awesome. Because back then nobody really had a big head. You know, they were just racers, just like everybody else. And
Yes.
it was an awesome opportunity for me.
The only difference was the type of fuel they poured in their car.
Yes. Yeah.
They all wanted to win.
Yeah.
Along the way, so you helped Joey Pierce, and you know you helped some other people. Where else did you? Who else have you worked with over the years?
I met Mac McCord through Joe Pierce, and Joe Pierce had just got his fuel altered built from Johnny West, and he was looking for crew guys, and he asked me if I could help him, and it ended up being about 20 years.
That's all.
Yeah. So I was with him for that long. It was an incredible time to race with Mac. It really was. It was a blast, and I wouldn't trade nothing for it. I don't want no more of it, but yeah.
What do you don't want no more?
It was hard work. It was a lot of hard work because it was me, him, Shane, and Susie, and Mac, and the dog, and we'd have to take that car apart every run. We'd take it apart and put it back together. It was a lot of work, but it was fun.
That was the nature of the beast, though.
Yes, back in the day, yeah, it was. Yeah, we had a lot of work ahead of us when we went to the races.
Well, that car made left a lot of great impressions on people in the fuel ultra days, and the name lives on. You know, the Mac Attack name and
The Gorilla, yeah.
the Gorilla. Excuse me. Thank you very much. He also was a good guy for helping other people, and you know.
Yeah. He had a reputation for being a little bit grouchy sometimes, and sometimes he was tough to get along with. But he was one of them guys that would get mad and be over it, you know, and he'd move on.
Unloading it was it.
Yeah, because there's times that me and him we'd go to Boise and stuff like that, and exactly weren't talking when we left. But when we got there, we were laughing and having a good time, you know. So.
Odd couple.
Yeah, we had but Mac was an excellent guy. He was a good guy. Really
So,
good.
what have you worked at and done over the years? What to keep you support your desire to go to races and help people? What did you do for a living?
I just basically, I was just a high-end maintenance worker. Work on CNC machines and lasers and stuff like that. So
That's pretty important.
yeah, so
Yeah, that's like CNC. How do you spell that?
Yeah.
I can't even spell CNC.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you got to see some pretty good. Did you work for different shops you went and repaired things at, or?
Yeah, actually, my last job was over at United Metals, and they had a lot of automated bending and cutting lasers and stuff like that. So it was.
That stuff amazes me.
Yeah.
So what did you think when you left high school?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think you'd be doing for the rest of your life, and what did you do for it? Was it different?
I had no idea. You know,
Just kind of the doors opened up.
The doors open, you know, and I really had no direction, but you know, so I just was out there. But I'm glad I stuck with the drag racing thing. Did some circle track racing for a while.
Okay, tell me about that.
My friend Larry Ostrander had a circle track car and asked me to help him, and I would go help him with his street stock, is what it was.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to my friend Vince, who raced street stock also. But he raced hard. He raced really hard. In fact, we got kicked out of every track in Arizona here because we got protested so damn much. And it was funny because we couldn't race at Manzanita, Tucson, Globe, Casa Grande. We couldn't go to any of the tracks to race no more.
That kind of makes it tough.
Yeah. And we were racing honest, you know, we weren't cheating by any means. Just
He was too successful.
he was a good driver.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I had an IMC Modify for a little bit, partner with a guy in that.
Mhm.
You know, it was enjoyable, it was fun, but I saw more fights in such a short period
Oh,
of
yeah,
time.
yeah.
At the circle tracks than we ever did at the drag racing. Circle
Mhm.
track, if you, some friend people were good, not, you know, not everybody was this
Yeah.
way, but you had a hard time getting help when you really needed help.
Exactly.
And at drag racing, you know, with my race cars, I've had world champions come over and help me out,
Mhm.
tell me things, and, you know, things they just told me everything I needed to know, and, you know, saved me a whole lot of time trying to figure it
Yeah.
out myself, and,
Or give you the part.
oh, yeah, I'll give you the part. I had
Yeah.
Bill Marapos loan me an engine one time at,
Oh, really? Wow.
at Pomona for one of the big
Mhm.
races there, you know. I said, Bill, what do I do if I break it? He goes, fix it.
Yeah.
We still borrowed it, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, how many people do that, you know?
Not many.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
quite a few, I
yeah.
guess. You know.
Yeah, drag racing, you're more likely to see
Mhm.
that. What do you do now for fun? What keeps you busy now?
I'm basically retired, so I'm just hanging around the house. My grandkids used to race motocross, but my daughter's got her own house now, so it's kind of hard for us to all get together. But we're gonna get back into it. We still have all the equipment to do that. And my daughter wants to go off-road racing, and we have a Baja Bug. Is that what that is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she wants to race that, so we're gonna kind of leaning towards that. But I still help Steve and Kevin on their altered. And,
Okay.
you know, I go with them every year to the few races that we go to.
Not enough like there used to be.
Oh, no. The racing that we do now is just enough, you know, just enough for
Well,
us.
those guys, they race hard.
Yes.
I've seen them say, we want to run this quick in Tucson, and actually run as quick as they want to, but the engine came apart doing it.
Yeah.
But they weren't afraid to lay it down.
No.
You know, they tip the can on it,
Yeah.
and they're very smart,
Yeah.
serious racers.
Yes, they are, yeah.
Yeah,
They're actually
they-
good guys, yeah.
They
A lot of
improve-
fun to race with.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, if you could be racing any kind of car today, what would you be racing?
I don't know. If probably a nostalgic fuel altered, you know, probably something like that to have fun with it. Maybe have my grandson drive it. But you know, the desire to work on the cars in between rounds and everything else is kind of just beats you up, you know. So I don't know how these kids do it nowadays. I really don't. I watch them and like, wow.
It is amazing. With my altar, we have, I have a great crew. I mean, so much so that I just kind of like put my hands in my pocket because they all want to work.
Yeah.
You get people come and help you, and the worst thing you do is make them stand around because
Mhm.
they're not for them to do. So I kind of back out and play more like the car owner than the guy that actually works on the car. But
Yeah.
when you have a good team, like you were a good member of those other teams, you're deeply appreciated. You know that nobody has to worry about checking your work. They don't, you know, that's the
Yeah.
hardest part to find is the people you can actually trust to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that too because, you know, Kevin has never asked me, hey, did you get this tight? Did you do this? And Steve has never done that either. And that means a lot to me. Those guys trusted me that much.
Give everybody their last names because you know
Kevin Knowles and Steve Neese. Yeah, I appreciate that.
the Nice and Knowles team,
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
or the Knowles and Nice, depending
Who
who
you
filled out the
talking
time
to.
slip or
Yeah.
the tech card,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, those guys are serious and they've
Mhm.
impressed me a whole lot. If you could convince somebody that's never been to a drag race that they should go out and take a look at it, what would you tell a newbie? They go to a national event.
Oh, just if you're gonna go to a national event, yeah, do the whole fan experience because, you know, try to get close to the start line as much as you can in the stands. Go see the pits. Maybe get a driver's autograph, kind of, you know, because they're human too. They're friendly. Just kind of take it for what it is, you know, and kind of enjoy it. The excitement's there. speed, all that stuff, everything you'd want in an exciting day is there, you know. So, but I'm used to the days where there is wheel standers and jet cars and stuff like that. Those were the drags that I used to like to go to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Saturday night.
yeah.
We used to have all sorts of races, and it's kind of, we got in a conversation, a bunch of my friends and I were talking about how, they go, well, you guys probably don't race in the summertime. I go, you know what? Back when we raced, we ran all year long out here in Arizona.
Mhm.
Even if you have a driver sitting in a fire suit, it's 120 degrees outside.
Yeah.
But now the tracks seem to kind of take some of the summer off, but they race hard through the winter because, you know, we're
Yeah.
able to here. But it's it's in your blood.
Oh
And-
yeah.
And your mom drove you out there and picked you up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And did you ever sneak in?
Huh?
That says statute of limitations are over.
Yeah. Used to walk all the way down to the end of the track, you know, by the motocross track. Walk in there and wait for one of the guys coming to a car. Hey, can I get a ride in the pits? And jump on their truck, so you'd go right past the ET guy, and he'd think you were with the crew. And
So that 20 bucks went a whole lot farther
Yeah,
that way.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
fortunate. I got to, a lot of times when I was hanging with the Gusick family, and you know, they just thought I was the ugly-looking brother, so
Okay.
they take care of me, let me in.
Yeah.
That was always good.
Yeah.
Well, Floyd, you know, we really appreciate you being here
Okay.
today. Anybody else you want to thank, or don't you want to remember?
Just, you know, all the guys like Chris Lane, Vassal, all them, Ron Sutherland, all them guys have always been so nice to me, and kind of accepted me into the little group of the racers that they are. It was really awesome being kind of accepted by them guys.
Yeah, exactly. Ron Sutherland, he was one of the
Ron,
best
he was
guys.
an awesome guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all them guys were awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yes.
like I said, Chris Lane was always pretty cool. All the guys were, you know, trips you make was.
Oh my goodness, yes.
You know, and of course Mark and Ivor lived down the street from Matt. You know, we'd see him all the time. So
Yeah, we've had a lot of great people here, and we've all been very fortunate to have our times around them and
Oh, yeah.
enjoyed their friendship. And
yeah,
those are all the people you mentioned. They're all caring people.
yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're all very open, willing to help you, have a big heart. Yeah, they're just awesome people.
Okay, Floyd. Well, listen, we truly appreciate
Oh, thank you.
sharing your story with us. You have a great day, and
Oh yeah,
congratulations, legend. You're one of us now.
that's awesome. Thank you for having me.